here we are at the Chinese Grand Prix today. We've already seen some amazing lap times, intermediate conditions here. We have Joey on pole so far, followed by Troye, who's not too far off the pace. Broom handle only about 6/10 back from the pair. And speaking of that, Broom handle goes P2, splits Joey, and Cross follows behind Broom handle, only putting it P3. Oh, this is looking very mightily close between the top four so far. All within a tenth, not even a tenth separating them. As we look like we have a racing point coming to the line. Actually, no, are they coming to the line? I'm not sure. Yes, NLF1 can goes P5 with a 145.4. Sorry, who's that behind him? That's Paulo Frost. No, it's not Paul. That's Joey. Sorry, Joey going quicker, going 2/10 quicker, doing a 143.6. That's a very neat lap time there by the Alfa Romeo driver. As we do have his teammate coming to the line now, Paulo Frost. What is Paulo going to put in? Puts it P7, and there's a Haas behind him following of Profi K, sorry, putting it P5. Silencer putting it P8 behind Logan Reed Media. Who else is coming now? Josh Brown? No, that looks to be Hella High back out on track. What can Hella? No, sorry, Hella High just started his flyer. That looks, yes, Josh Brown will be the first, one of the first to come to the line. Actually, no, here comes 8,000 RPM. The very tricky long right hander. Easy to mess it up if you step on top of us a wee bit too early. But now he comes on the back straight away. Looking to do pretty well here right now is 8,000 RPM into the very tricky hairpin. If you step on throttle a bit too early, you will spin it, but as you see, 8,000 RPM does it very nicely. Tries to stay on that dry line to get the maximum speed. Here comes 8,000 RPM around the final corner now, coming to the line, foot to the floor. What is it gonna be? That puts him P6, and it's Josh Brown behind him, coming to the line now. Where can Josh Brown put it? Josh Brown looks only 11th, the slowest of the 11 cars so far. He'll be wanted to improve it on what his current lap time will be. But Hella High coming down now. That long right hand, as I mentioned, very tricky, but no, I've not seen anyone spin so far yet on it. But here's Hella High, DRS activated. What is the Renault driver going to do? Coming down into the hairpin. Is that a guy ahead of him on a flyer? That is, no, he's starting his flyer. Sorry, my bad. But here comes Hella High now. Hella High look to be doing a neat lap indeed. Comes around the final corner, doesn't cut it too much. Here comes Hella High to the line. Where's it going to put him? And that is P8, just behind NFL1 can. Not a bad lap by the Renault driver. Is that a crash? Is that a crash? No, they're just slowing down to start the flyers. As now is Paulo gonna send it off? No, Paulo pulls in. Oh, held up Fretchy. Oh, Fretchy loses back a little bit there, but Fretchy starting his flyer now. He's looking to, let's see how he takes corner one. This is a very tricky corner indeed. Takes it nicely, make sure not to run too wide, or he will go outright onto the gravel. But corner two, how's he gonna do corner two? Indeed, takes it nicely, not running too wide. Fretchy, loses the back end a little bit. That'll cost him a little bit of time, but he looks like he's doing quite well indeed. Fretchy hasn't practiced a lot much, but he's still driving quite well with the lack of practice. As he does, Fretchy sweeps on the throttle now to this long left hander. If he touches the inside curb, he could spin it. Needs to keep it off that inside curb. Goes a little bit wide, probably scrubbing a little bit of about 2 miles per hour in. But Fretchy's doing quite a decent lap. Here comes Fretchy. Make sure not to lose it here. This straight away now. Can Fretchy possibly get it closer to the top 5? And no purpose sector so far, but that doesn't mean he can't improve on the final sector now. If I were watching that, Troye goes faster ahead of Joey to a 143.6. That is a decent lap by the Red Bull driver. But as we came off that, here comes Fretchy now, just rounding into the hairpin, making sure not to run out of two. Hits the apex nicely. tries to straighten the car as fast as possible. Foot to the floor. Here comes around the final corner. Oh, Fretty pulls in. Wasn't too happy with that lap time. As it's me, Mr. G, finishing his lap now. Ooh, runs extremely wide. It's not an invalidation. That's quite surprising there. But only puts it 12th, just ahead of Josh Brown. So Woodson. Woodson, I knew coming to the league. Where can Woodson put it? Woodson's looking on a... The Ferrari's not doing too well right now. But I bet you Woodson wants to get better than P16 because he hasn't set a lap time. He probably just wants to set a lap time and make it to possible top 10. Here comes Woodson. Make sure not to mess up the last corner. He doesn't. Make sure not to run too wide. He doesn't either. But here comes Woodson to the line. It is a 1:46. Only makes it 11th fastest. He's probably going to want to go faster. Probably put on a new set of inters. But while we're watching that, Cross Tommy now on a flyer. What can Cross do? We know Cross has the potential to make it a pole position. He's very quick in the rain, this Cross. Now the question is, can Cross put it together and show his true potential? That is the question. As he has a Renault up ahead, which is broom handle. But it is broom handle. These drivers are probably driving on their dry setups. Cross goes purple sector 2. Cross flying. Can Cross all get it right now in the last sector and take pole away from Troy and possibly Joey, as Joey now starts his flyer as well. But Cross actually might be getting a tow off a broom handle, the Renault up ahead. Oh, broom handle lets him by. Into the hairpin comes Cross. We know Cross here. Actually, Cross is not on a bad lap. He's doing quite decent. And Cross now runs the final corner. Where can Cross put it? Here he comes to the line. Can Cross Tommy takes pole? He does take. No, sorry, he doesn't take pole. I don't know what happened there. He stays 4th fastest. As Joey is now on a flyer. Joey on the back straightaway, foot to the floor, around 200 miles per hour at the end of the straightaway now. Here comes Joey into the hairpin. Want to break about the 100-meter braking board right now. Spots the braking point nicely. Make sure not to run too wide. Sweeps on the throttle. Joey not making any mistakes so far this lap. Can he take pole back away from Troy? Troy pulled back out for outlap, but here comes Joey now. Joey coming to the line. Joey does take pole by 2/10. That's a great lap there by the Alfa Romeo driver. Troy behind him is gonna start his flyer. Troy is gonna want to take back pole position away from Joey. And that looks to be the top two are just looking to be in a very heated battle at the moment, as they try to nick pole away from each other. But could we possibly see another driver that we haven't seen so far take pole position? That is the question. We just winding down in qualifying right now. 2 minutes left. Oh, 8,000 RPM on the grass. Trying to get heat into those tires. Troy now. Troy doesn't look to be going that quick actually. Doesn't look, oh, as Joey comes out the way of Troy. Troy 3/10 up. He is on the pole position lap, purple sector 2. He is just flying out there, Troy now. If Troy takes pole, he'll be in a good chance to win the race. Troy now on the back straightaway, a very long back straightaway. Blast down. Joey looks to be going again, getting heat into those tires, making sure not to wear them out too much though. But Troy, now, he is going to take pole. As I've seen, purple sector 1, purple sector 2. Troy now, make sure not to lose too much wheel spin. Troy round the final corner. Troy now, make sure not to run too wide or it will be an invalidation. Does it nicely. Troy is going to take pole. Troy does take pole, 2/10 ahead of Joey. But now Joey is going to be starting again. Ooh, is that... And here Joey starts now. He's going to be giving the McLaren of Josh Brown a tow through the whole lap. Now Joey starts his lap to try nick pole position away from Troye. As Profi K goes P3, we have two newcomers in the form of Woodson and Profi K doing very nicely. Both inside the top 10, showing true potential. As Ferchi Viola finishes his lap now. Ferchi doesn't make a mistake on the final two corners. Ferchi now runs the final corner. Make sure not to run too wide. Where is this going to put the Ferrari driver? Oh, puts him ahead of his teammate. We'll be happy now. He's ahead of his teammate. I bet you that's not where he wanted, but he's still beating his teammate, which is always good in my books. Oh, sorry. Cartboy now goes pole by over 5 tenths. What a lap by the AlphaTauri driver. That's honestly amazing by Cartboy there. But it looks like Troy's going after it again too, as well as Joey's going at it again too. But now this is going to be, can they get as quick as Cartboy? I've never seen a 142 in intermediate, and Cartboy's going again. Cartboy is going. Troy pulls in. Joey, oh, that looks mighty slow. Joey retires. He's gifted Cartboy the pole position here. Unless Profi K can take pole, the rookie, if he does take pole, that'll be amazing to see. He looks to be going flat out, trying to get every bit of 10th in a corner, trying to make no mistakes to make sure he's on pole position for here. Profi K makes sure not to run too wide, stays on the track. Who's the Alpha? Oh, Ferrari, that was mightily close. Oh yes, Profi K is on an excellent, he's purple sector too. Come on, can we see a rookie take pole position, or can Cartboy go even faster and take pole position back? That is the question. The Haas driver now comes on the back straight away. What can he do? If he's already out qualifying Kostobi, his teammate. Now we see him come down into the hairpin. Does he spot it nicely? He does spot it. Clips inside curb apex now. Rolls through slowly. Cartboy can't go faster. It's all down to Profi K now. Can he take it back? Can he take pole? Comes to the line. Profi K. He doesn't take pole but puts it P2. That is a great lap there by the Haas driver. That's qualifying done for now. As only we're just waiting on It's Me, Mr. G, to finish his lap now. To take back. Oh, It's Me, Mr. G pulls in with wing damage. That's no. So not to wait for saying a lap now. That's probably not what he wanted. Probably had to serve a LLP point, or I'm not quite sure, but probably had a LLP penalty. So we do not have Joey on pole. In fact, we have Cartboy and Profi K on pole. That's nice to see. Troye in P3, Joey P4, Broomhandle P5, Kostomi P6, 8000 RPM P7, Hella High P8, Logan Raid Media P9, NFL1 Can 10th, Paulo Frost 11th, not too far outside the top 10. Ferchivelo 12th, and I will give you the rest of the running orders once we go to the results sheet. Alright, so Cartboy taking pole away from Troye lost P2 to Profi K. But this is amazing to see. Joey isn't starting inside the top 10. Top 3. That is going to be a great race to see. If Joey is going to give him a run for the money into corner 1, we could see a mighty collision, but I do not hope that will happen. So it's Cartboy, Project Coffee, Troy, Joey, DJ Games, Broomhandle, Kostomi, 8000 RPM, Hella High, Logan Reed, the NFL1 Can, Paulo Frost, Ferchivelo, Woodson, Silencer, It's Me, Mr. G, Josh Brown, and Not So Vapor, who didn't set the time to round out the field. We now go into the race. I've heard that it's a dry race. So we could see people who struggle in the raid be up, be flying in the dry. So it is a dry race, that is correct. Hopefully no one presses X before they are supposed to. As we wait now. It'll be interesting to see the strategies, because if you're starting outside the top 10, you probably want to do the medium hard strategy, but if you're starting inside the top 10, I say you might want to do the and Josh Brown presses X before the time. That's not great. He's going to probably receive a license penalty point right there. Hmm. 10 seconds now to the formation lap start. Cartboy will lead them off. Here we go now. We just wait to see the cars start their formation lap. Hello, hi. Oh, is the lobby glitched? I hope not. I will check and let you know if the lobby is glitched right now. Oh, it's a glitch. No. Does this mean a lobby reset? The lobby is glitched. I do not know if I should leave the lobby or not. It looks like there will be a lobby reset. Check to see if I have an invite. I do not. Sorry for the blue screen there. Lobby has been reset. Okay. We should just wait for invite to the new lobby. Not sure. Sorry boys, hopefully this lobby reset quickly. Waiting for invite. Do. Yes, I've just gotten an invite bar. Yes. Here we go. Hopefully this lobby is clean. Are we missing someone? Troy needs to pick a team.